Acting wise, everyone does the best they can, but let's be honest, this ain't a movie to be proud of. Fatal Affair. So Fatal Affair is the latest movie on Netflix. It stars Nia Long and Omar Epps. It's about a married woman who gets into this semi-fling with an old friend from school. When she tries to break off the fling, her old friend becomes this August Alsina character on steroids and starts to become obsessive and stalkerish. And now we got a movie. You know, after watching this movie and thinking about it for a little bit, it's come to my realization that Nia Long and Omar Epps are B-list actors and actresses.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If you think about it, what big movies have they really been a part of that's had this big impact on their career? You could say Love and Basketball, you could say all the other movies Nia Long was a girlfriend in, but at the end of the day, is that it? Nia Long is usually that girlfriend or hot mom, and Omar Epps is basically old. I say that to say this. Even as these super B-list actors and actresses, I wouldn't have took this role. You can really judge the handshake of a movie by the way that it begins, and this movie is no different. It opens up with this bogus sex scene. My guy is getting 2 pumps in and he already has to stop for water. His girlfriend, the queen, is half dressed, which makes no sense either. If you're getting your back blown out, you're not gonna be half dressed, but I digress. The film has this 90s, 2000s vibe to it, which isn't bad, but other than that, it's not that great. It reminds me of those movies that you'd find a Taye Diggs in or Michael Eilish, the guy with the eyes. I thought the dialogue and the lines in the movie was pretty generic and almost funny at times. It also moves really quick. 20 minutes in, it felt like everything has been set up for the entire movie and the plot was pretty much done. And by the time we get past that, it's like the movie is just taking longer than it actually is to wrap up and get to the finishing point. Acting wise, everyone does the best they can, but let's be honest, this ain't a movie to be proud of. Nia Long plays the attorney and one of the main characters in the movie. I honestly don't know what her problem is, but she definitely has entanglement issues. It's like she doesn't quite have a grasp on what her character is in the movie. On one hand, she clearly says she's happy and in a relationship. Soon as she's reintroduced to his character, she starts sending out all these signals and wildfires as if she wasn't happy, but at the same time, she says she is. Very Jada Pinkett Smithish, if you ask me. And it wasn't until he was 2 seconds away from getting the skins that she was like, nah. And at that point, her character was really found and she becomes that person the rest of the film. But all in all, as the movie went on, I could understand why her character doesn't give the crazy guy her cookie. And by the end of the movie, it really makes sense, you know? Another bizarre thing with her character was they show a lot of B-roll footage of her running in sand and exercising and portraying this person that's in shape and athletic. But then they would have these random moments of her just hyperventilating when she's just standing there having a conversation. It was quite weird and they never really explained why and kind of took away from the movie for me and was a little distracting. And then you have the other side of that coin, Omar Epps' character. He plays this hacker slash stalker slash obsessed boyfriend that could have been. He was the one-dimensional stalker guy the entire time. Soon as he meets her, he's not letting up on trying to hit on her. Every other line he has is a compliment or some type of suggestion that they should be together forever. And it gets to be a little annoying. You don't really get anything else from his character, but what can you do with a film like this? No lie, he even does this random hair thing that nobody does anymore. You see, you got a little something right there. It's like he was reading the description of his character and every line said, play this guy, only this guy, no other guy. And he was like, say less. From giving the crazy eyes to hiding behind bushes with his own theme music, he really embraces the catastrophe that is this movie. And between me and you, he hasn't really been in anything good since his role on House, but he did what he could do, and shout out to Omar Epps. Overall, this movie's pretty predictable. They tell you what's about to happen 10 times before it actually happens, and you don't really have any surprises, and there's nothing new that's brought to this film. The dialogue seems robotic, and the acting is subpar to the highest quality. Oh, and also, there's a lot of hiccups that happen in this movie that leads me to believe that the people in the blooper department used to work for Toys R Us. Little things that make no sense. Oh, and who takes a driver's license picture like this? If you're into movies like Obsessed starring Beyonce, take those expectations and bring them down 50%. And I think you'll like this movie. I'd say Fatal Affair is a terrible waste of time, money, and good spirits. I will say, however, it does reinforce the fact that black men don't cheat. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and attack the comment section. Peace.